Hi, I'm Mick,
Red tonight, Travis.
and this
Mark,
is Mark,
hey guys.
and this is,
Darth Vader. No, it's Jarvis.
and we are MUFC Realist TV. Guys, welcome to MUFC Realist TV. This is the big one. This is on the team sheet what I looking for every time the Premier League starts. I look for Arsenal and I look for the derby. 100%. This is the derby where form goes on the window. But guys, how you all feeling? The teams have played 100 matches together in all competitions, where United has won 79, actually no, 78, City has won 59, and the remaining 53 has been a draw. But of course, United has been on a slumbering path ever since the sleazy Glazers took over, allowing City to be purchased and, cheat with 115 allegations. This is what we're going to talk about. This is the derby. Let's get ready to rumble.
Now, for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world
on MUFC Realist TV.
Ladies and gentlemen, from Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas, let's get ready to rumble!
Realist in the house. How we doing? Good evening. Good evening. Are you watching Europa League? Is Scouserland's Cup, and Brighton is apparently leading 1-0 against Ajax in halftime, and Scousers are what, flogging 3-1. I mean, I'm so glad we are not in this competition, gents. How you doing? It's been a hot minute.
It's been a hot minute, guys.
It's
Fresh off this afternoon, like the news reports and everything happening. What's going on with you, Jarvis? How are you doing tonight?
Thank you for introducing me, Mark and Mick. I felt it yesterday because I wanted to go live, but there was no news, nothing happening, just like a couple of Champions League game. But tonight we will cover the Manchester City game, so you better pay attention, guys and girls.
Yeah. Put your kids to sleep. There might be some foul language as well. Mark, good to see you. You had a nice afternoon stream today. While I was driving, covering. You had the keys to the kingdom, and you did brilliant. Alien Tenno is saying g'day to you. Luan Francis said hello, catching the stream from the top of the tree, I guess. I didn't read it. But anyway, Stephanie Griffith is always here, as per usual. What would the stream be without you, Stephanie? Eminem, 11 likes so far. We are climbing in the Fahrenheit scale. Please, let us get to 100 likes when we finish the stream, because this is the big one, people. This is the one we've been waiting for, the big test. And of course, what's on everyone's lips, guys? What is on everyone's lips? This one. It is Haaland versus Hojlund. Guys, Haaland versus Hojlund. Arguably to say that, Haaland, he's a little bit more experienced. He's got more, wins under his belt. But you know what? Hojlund has been showing some real promises, right? He's still young. He's a diamond in the rough, but, he's aware of his abilities. He's basically come out in an interview to say, like, you know what? I'll back myself. I know I'm not the finished article as of yet, but, the games that we've seen him play, we see what he's all about. This is one for the future, 100%. We said when we recruited him in, don't expect him to score 20 goals. If he gets 11 goals, it's good enough, right? Jarvis, you said that.
Yeah, I said a lot. I say a lot of things. I see George Best saying that Jarvis got his colors going there, but so I will take that hint and we'll turn to red in the background because it's United, not City.
Listen,
sorry.
Listen. At least somebody has some nice backgrounds. Me, I'm packing everything down. I'm in the doghouse. As you know, we're moving. We're flying out to Thailand on Tuesday, 31st. So everything is going out. I have my old equipment. Nothing looks good. At least, Jarvis, you done some pampering here.
Yeah, but I know I will love your studio when you come to Thailand, and you will be a beach in the background,
Oh
and
yeah,
you will have
oh yeah,
a mai tai in your hand, and a lot of sun, and everything will be fine. So,
massage. I would do some vlogs from the early morning, like when everyone is sleeping. Mick would doing some videos, take his mobile phone, walking on the beach, walk and talk. It's going to be some nice scenery. It's going to be some different content. Hello, y'all. Dark Crow, how are you doing, my friend? Let's listen. This show is all about you, fans, right? This channel is all about you. So let's interact. Perhaps we can share the link later on for you to call in as well.
yeah,
We see how we
yeah.
go. I guess most of you watching Europa League. If you do, I can't blame you. Like it's where I'm sitting is dark. Like Jarvis, I can see it's dark over there as well.
It's dark.
It is very nippy, right? How is over in Germany, Marky?
And I mean, it's nippy, but I mean, like I'm inside. I got thick
Nice.
skin. I could wear the short sleeves sometimes. It's good. I'm all good over here. I mean, I just see Dark Horse asking why the comparison, and I just want to shout out to Dark Girl. Yeah, but it's not really a comparison, mate. It's more likely we're just saying, the two strikers of each teams, they're both starting strikers for both teams, and they're facing each other on Sunday. That's pretty much
Yep.
all we're saying. There's no comparison, bro.
Then
You know,
and one is Danish and one is Norwegian. That's the only difference. But they're Scandinavians, right? There's
Yeah,
no comparison. I mean, you can't compare really, like Haaland as of yet towards Hojlund. But what we have seen so far is a great glimpse of promises. I'm excited about the prospect that we bought because basically, if you guys remember, we're like we were linked to Harry Kane, a 30-year-old striker, but this one is for the future, right? At least with Harry Kane, you're gonna get goals for 1 or 2 years. But Hojlund, 5 years of Hojlund, who knows what that's gonna bring?
yeah.
true.
It's just for us to play him in the right way. Now he's full of enthusiasm. You can see it, like he's firing at the moment, but he doesn't get any service. So that's the biggest problem. So that's the thing that Ten Hag needs to figure out, how to get Hoyland going, because we can't play with inverted wingers who never feeds him the ball. And he's working with scraps at the moment. So I expect more from Hojlund, that he will be better and score more goals when he gets more service. But it's also up to Ten Hag to make this guy score these goals. And I think we need to look at how we set up the team, and maybe it will be better when we get players back from injury. But at the moment, it doesn't look good.
Yeah, so a good point there, Jarvis. I'm going to ask you, Mark, how are we going to stop feeding him scraps and start feeding him a 5-course meal?
We definitely need to get these wingers firing, guys. Like I think, honestly, I think Rashford should be benched. But if he's not going to be benched, then he needs to start providing service. So I think the first thing is Rashford needs to be putting in at least 10 crosses every game, 5.5. It's not that hard. He could the other times he runs at the box, he can do whatever he wants. But 5 times every half, he needs to start crossing the ball. Anthony, he had a decent game. We all have to remember he just came off of being on a break for 6 weeks, playing no football, dealing with the mental issue that was what was happening to him. Right, that was huge. So the fact that he could come out and at least give something alike what he normally gives, and I say alike, right? You have to give him some credit for that. That's strong mentality right there, right? So I think he's now meeting Hojlund. He's probably trained with Hojlund for like what, a week or 2 weeks, and played 10 minutes in one game, 25 minutes in another game. He played 60 minutes the other day. Give that some time. Everyone, like, I understand we want to see results, but this is not the season to see results, guys. This is season
True.
2, 12 games into a rebuild. We were in a rebuild, right? So I'm just saying, I understand everybody. I want to see it too. I want to see more patterns of play. I want to see more goals, but more now, I want to see them trying to find each other. I want to see them playing the passes. That's what I want to see now. More of those things.
Yeah.
So if they make mistakes a little bit, we have to forgive them a little bit, I think.
Yeah. VR room, please engage with us. Let us know your feelings. How are we going to get, Hoyland more involved? Do you agree what Mark is saying? Do you agree what Jarvis is saying? Personally, I certainly believe that we need to start playing wide players and that can cross the ball 100%. Fullbacks that can cross the ball. We need to start building up around this prolific striker. I mean, for years we've been crying out for number 9. Now we finally got one, and he's shown glimpses that he can play with his back against the goal. He can link up, he can flick balls, he can do a lot of things. Being a number 9, it's not all about scoring goals, but it's also like involving others in the play, right?
Yeah.
So
true.
yeah, I want to hear from you guys what you think as well. Because I can see a lot of you are coming in here. Sanjay is here, RG is here, Edward Reed is here, Malk Smith is here as well. Angie, Angie's been a while, hot minute. Sorry, I've been away. We Deserve Better is here as well. A lot of people are tuning in. Big up to you that avoiding the Europa League game for actually coming in to spend time with us today, because Derby Day is a massive day. This is what I love. Yes.
As United fans, we are probably all sick of Europa League. We have been playing that competition for years.
Jarvis,
And
I don't even
especially in
want
the
to hear
early
that
stages,
anthem, guys.
it's so boring. It's like, who are we playing? Some team with a tractor from where and who knows what. And we never heard about any one of the players, and the pitch looks like a field of corn. And yeah, we are sick of it. So if you're watching Europa League, good luck. But we are,
or even
we
playing
are preparing
teams
for
with
Champions
weird
League.
names like Young Boys. That sounds a little bit kinky. Young Boys. Suspect. Like City played Young Boys yesterday, and they were struggling until the second half, I guess. So for me, I'm looking at City's form at the moment, and they're not doing quite okay, right? They're not looking the same old, well-oiled machine City. In the league, they've been a little bit suspect as well. They were a little bit rusty yesterday. I think they got a little bit lucky there yesterday, but Haaland did what Haaland did. He buried 2. And that's great. Alvarez was also great. I like Alvarez as soon as he came in, But does that give you a little bit hope towards the weekend? Come Sunday, that form goes out the window. They're playing at our turf, 100%. It's always going to be that bragging rights. Is Manchester red or is Manchester blue? Lately, it's been a little bit blue moon, right?
Yeah.
Should we have fear, or should we just go in and just do our thing?
I mean, at the end of the day, we lost to them in the FA Cup final. You know what I mean? They were in great form, to be honest. We weren't.
And we were
tired. Such great form. We were tired. Not only that, but we went through a tumultuous season last season. To be fair, we lost Casemiro for 7-8 games on a ban.
Yes.
We lost Bruno for 4 or 5 games. We felt the hurt of those games. You know what I mean? And then these guys still went on and won the Carabao Cup. A lot of people might say the Mickey Mouse Cup, but they went to 2 finals and they showed the medal. Everyone thought we were going to be finishing 9th, 10th. Where did Chelsea finish? 12th? You know what I mean? It's we exceeded expectations last season, and this season we're not doing so bad. You know what I mean? We're 5 points off the top. The football definitely could be better. It's not I'm not sugarcoating it. The football could be better.
Oh, 100%.
But if we're being realistic as fans, the football will get better. We could see positives. It might not be the same positives every game, but you see positives here, you see positives there.
It can't get any worse.
It can't get any worse.
No.
But just to think about it like this, if this still is not as bad as 21-22, in my opinion, right? In 21-22, it was worse.
Oh, it was.
It was worse than this.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean? So I rather this now.
21-22 was the season before when we had Ragnick.
Yeah.
When it was game over Red Rover.
Yeah, it was the season was flushed. You know what I mean? You know what it is to finally get into you get the chance to be at Manchester games for a season, and then this is the season that you're sitting and watching. It's hard.
Yeah, we got to believe, guys. We got to believe. Stephanie Griffin,
it's gonna get better here. Because
perfect game for United. Yeah, Stephanie's saying a perfect game for United as we won't have the ball much. Counter-attack is the only style of play. Can't be wasteful. Need finish our chances. Yeah, I mean, we know that, Steph. Right? We know what Pep Guardiola ball is about. Tiki-taka, possession. And if they get Haaland fired up, then we are in danger, right? But if he doesn't get service either, if we contain Haaland and Jack Grealish, we'd be fine. That's the thing. They're missing De Bruyne. They're missing a lot of key players as well. Like, you know, so we need to play our game. Maybe, I mean, depends on Erik ten Hag, though. In my opinion, you know, he cannot be stubborn to go out and play, you know, the first half just not to concede a goal. You got to start on the front foot from very first beginning. You know, I miss a pressing game. Like, you know, we used to press a lot. Now we don't press at all, and play the strongest team, right? Keep McTominay on the bench as a weapon.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a super chat, by
Manchester
the way.
City hasn't played well lately. They have been struggling in a lot of games. They lost a couple of games. Yeah, just go.
Yeah, no, Alien Tenor Peter is coming out with a super chat and with the question. Big up, Pete. How are you doing, my friend? Hope you're doing great. Good to see you in the chat as well, engaging. Why didn't Hojlund get a pen versus Copenhagen? Big question, guys. Why didn't he get a pen? I mean, that referee was dodgy. The Italian referees, they're really dodgy. Like, even that high boot, I mean, arguably, was that a penalty given? He didn't even touch the guy.
I mean,
Jarvis.
What kind of situation are we talking about with Hojlund?
Well, why didn't Hojlund get a pen versus Copenhagen? He got
I
pulled
only
down
remember
as well.
the Rashford one. Oh yeah,
he also
pulled
got
down.
pulled down. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know,
Stone
he's
Cold
big
pen.
and strong, and they never give away free kicks and penalties to big and strong guys when they pull down. It's just the way it is.
It's a
You can
different
see with
rule.
Salah,
so,
Mohamed
guys.
Salah, he's small. Every time you touch Mohamed Salah, he just falls back in his theatrical way.
Every
and
time
he
we
gets a
touch.
penalty. But they do the same with Hojlund, and he falls down, nothing. And that's just the way it is. That's football for you.
Oh, this is Mohamed Salah song. Every time we touch, I
That's
get
not
a
what
penalty. Every
Jarvis just
time we...
compared Hojlund with a Liverpool player. The
man.
darlings of the media. You are really comparing us with the darlings of the media. That's criminal, Jarvis. These
Dude,
guys,
get out of here.
these guys get one red card and one penalty given against them, or some
Listen,
bad loss or
what
whatever.
do we have to do as a Manchester United team to get a fair decision against us this season alone? Like, if you're Jurgen Klopp, right, you've probably paid your brown paper envelope in there. Like, you know what I mean. Yeah. As soon as Manchester United, oh, it's Manchester United. Oh, not a pen. No. Forget about it. Hey, this guy actually choked. Actually did a proper choking. While Casemiro just did a grabbing on the collar last season. There are certain VR referees and certain referees that shouldn't be champion the game at all. That's my opinion, though. They're absolutely shambolic. RJ coming in big and strong to say, I actually can't wait for the game. Same, man. Listen, RJ, this will be the last game I watch before I fly. So I have big expectations for this, to be honest, right? And then, of course, we're playing then Newcastle on the 1st in the FA Cup as well. Exciting. Lilis, Kaisiber Bratte, you need to understand all world hate Manchester United. What do we say, guys? Love him, hate him, adore him, but never.
Loved, hate, adored, never ignored.
Yes, that's it.
Exactly. I mean, guys, it's like, you know, what can we do? Like, we always get the tough. It has to be undeniable for United, right? And to me, they're always looking for a reason to give a red card or give a penalty against us. It's just typical.
Yeah, but typical was that in the dying seconds of the game, the ref couldn't resist. He just had to. He was just twitching. And I go, oh no! But then we had, oh Nana, oh what a save, oh Nana, that's my name.
Who would have thought? Who would have thought? And what a redemption! Jeff Buzz, who cares? Saying, I hear Everton are going to be deducted 12 points. Jeff, let's talk about City. How many points are they going to get relegated? Guys, do you really think so? I mean, do you think that they just going to buy themselves out? They're the powerhouse, right? According to my calculations, 115 of those amount deducted should be 1,318 points. They've been playing down in the Farmers League, mate. Let's be seeing you on Premier League. Big up. I love that, Jeff Buzz. Who cares? Good comment, Jeff Buzz.
Yeah. I mean, honest to God, they would just pay themselves out, like, or they would just delay.
Yeah. We know how City works, and they will, if they get a slap on the wrist, then maybe they will get a fine of £1 million or something like that. But I don't think there will be deducted points or anything. Titles, forget about it. Relegation, no way. I can't believe it, because they are, they have money and different rules. That's just the way it is.
What was the Haaland's father's name?
Alf- yeah.
Alf-Inge Haaland, yeah. When he played for
Alfie.
City, they were nobody. They were not
Mm.
relevant at all. Like, so City was just always sniffing around relegation, the mid-table kind of thing. And in fact, we played them 190 times as per se. Like, we won 78 out of them, and I think they won 53. And that's the latest win has been in the latter stages of our career, when we've been a sleeping giant or sleeping beauty. Somebody came and slipped us a sleeping pill, basically. And of course, I'm curious to see if the 115 points going to turn yield at the end of the day. Because if you've been doing financial doping, we all know the empty hat is empty, right? We know this. So does the rules apply to everyone? Like, just because you happen to have endless richness of money, oil, and stuff like that, and if they can punish Everton, of course they should punish City as well. What's your thoughts and feelings regarding this, guys? I mean, we know how you feel. City should be punished, but should they be deducted points, or should they be relegated? Like Juventus got relegated to Division 2 in Serie A, Italy.
I mean, I'll just say this one thing, right? Ivan Tony and Sandro Tonali, guys. You know what I mean? I'm not an
Oh.
Ivan Tony fan at all. Like, I don't even want to hear about this guy wearing a Manchester United shirt, to be fair. I'm being honest. But he can't even train. Why can't Tonali train with Newcastle? Why was Tonali on the field last night? Before they even rolled, he was unable to play football. How was Tonali playing in the UCL last night for Newcastle? I mean, like, come on. It's like, sometimes I feel like there's a double standard,
There is double
And I
standards.
don't think it's ever going to disappear. I think it's just going to be like, okay, we don't do this. But
Everything, I believe this, guys, everything has a price. Everyone is for sale. Simple as that. I mean, I think that greed is the biggest sin in humankind. Everyone has greed in themselves. If somebody offer you, Jarvis, like, let's say, couple of billion for your LED lights behind you, would you sell them?
Oh, I swim like this.
You say not for sale, no? No, but everyone has a price. I think so, right?
Yeah. It's true. It's just how we are as humans, but it shouldn't be like this. It should be a fair game, and everybody like preaching for fair play, and we have the handshake for peace, and we have all this bend the knee for everything, and it's just like phrases. But when it comes to it at the end, it's unfair. It's an uneven playing field.
I mean, let's talk about FIFA and UEFA. Like, everyone knows that it's the most corrupted sporting organization. It is there, like, but it's just not. It's been hush hush. Everyone kind of has a feeling about it, and politicized how they give away the World Cup. I mean, if you look at the next World Cup, it's going to be played in 7 nations. Come on, man. Portugal, Spain, going over to South America. So people have to fly 12 hours to reach to South America. It's just ridiculous. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's not forget about the VAR room. I see a lot of good comments here, Mick. So bring them on.
Bring
Let them have their say.
Yeah. Bring on the punches. Guys, don't forget to subscribe and like. And it's been a minute since we had time to do a full show. Ashid is saying, like Mark says, brown paper bags.
Maybe.
Envelopes.
What's in the brown paper bags?
I don't know.
No one
the
knows.
person that's
That's
licking
why
it
it's
must be
brown.
poisoned by now.
Has to be.
Oh, reckless today. Reckless. I'm so tired. George Best is saying, I'm going to say again, in Jan, get things or Vardy for the remainder of the season. Eva Bosch is saying, does FIFA have anything to do with the club football? I thought not. I mean, they must be influential. Jamie Wen is saying, you all see how sickening the media are now with the Garnacho situation. No words. And the FA is still trying to ban him ahead of our biggest game of the season, even though Onana has defended him. What was this all about? Have I missed something?
Well,
Haven't you
I
heard?
shared it with at the news
I've been
clip
busy, man.
today.
I'm packing my house. I'm moving. It's stressful. You know what I mean? So, my pardon, I've been a little bit off. So, what's going on there?
Well,
Yeah,
today I shared it earlier with the chat, right? And I had a presentation where I gave the news and I showed them. Garnacho made a post last night, and in the post had two gorilla emojis, right? But we all know Garnacho's relationship with Onana, right? So Garnacho
Oh.
meant, and this is what I said to them on the news, right? He meant,
You're
like
you're an
strength
animal.
and
You're a
power.
beast. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a beast. Like you're the man in here. You know what I mean?
So they took
And
that as a
the
racist.
media says Garnacho is being racist apparently.
Oh, fuck
So
off.
I'll just show you the tweet right now. Oh, just now. Hold on.
Oh, I
So
see
you
rainbow
could
colour.
see what I'm talking about. This is the tweet.
Oh, no. I mean, that's a gorilla. Like, you're a beast. Everyone can say.
Yeah, but you know how the media like to project on everyone. They like to project the way what they think that everyone should feel that way in that way. You don't
Yeah.
understand what I mean? So
Oi.
like Onana came out with the same post and said, why is people trying to tell me how I should feel and what
Yeah.
I should view as racism? I know what
Yep.
Garnacho meant. My boy meant strength and power. Let it be done here.
yeah.
Yeah. 100%. But listen. Talking about strength and power, the power and the strength it never gives. Angie, you're an absolutely legend. We love you to pieces. Angie just
Angie.
gifted 10 MUFC Realist TV members. So we can see that Merce became a member. Mark Brox became a member. Duncan Bolito was gifted a membership. Ian Pritch was gifted a membership. Gas Tyler was also gifted a membership. Who else? Am I missing somebody? But listen, everyone give a big heart to Angie that constantly gives membership. Listen, big up to you, Angie. Words cannot express how much this means for this channel. So everyone give a big massive thanks to Angie as well for gifting a membership. Listen, whoa, you just found out, Stephanie, that the referee, Paul Tenney and Michael Oliver, get out of here. No, no, why Michael Oliver in charge of the VR room? Come on, man, we're fucked. Sorry.
Well, Mick, I just want to go back to Mark's final point because we lost the thread when it come to the gifts. So can you just say again what Onana said in his tweet so everybody knows?
Onana said, everyone is telling me how I should feel and what I should view as racism, but I know what Garnacho meant. So he at him, at Garnacho 7. I know what he meant, and he meant strength and power, and let it be done after this.
This matter should go no further, did he say?
Yeah,
basically.
no.
So it's like at the end of the day, he himself understands what Garnacho meant because they are friends. Garnacho has mad love for the guy, right? And in the post, it shows a picture of Garnacho jumping into his arms like this, at the end of a game in celebration. And it's like, for me, as a fan of Manchester United, I look at this as a petty job from the media. It's are they even doing journalism anymore?
Yeah.
No, I mean, God, I mean, I'm so tired of this current circus. Yeah, I mean, seriously, like this is kind of draining, taking the joy out of football, and you can see on the socials, everyone is suffering right now from the takeover, from everything that's been said and done by United. As soon as you open up your mouth and talk about United, you tend to sell a lot of clicks and magazines and stuff like that. Like, I had enough, like, with this agenda. And
I just want to say, Mick, when it comes to this, I always try to be the devil's advocate. I try to think out of side of the box, and when it comes to this, I understand that that Garnacho didn't mean no harm with it, but we got to see it from one other perspective, and that is the club. These players are investments of the club, and they are on social media all the time, gashing it up, like doing so much that they could have avoided. You know, we had that comment from Cavani. He said something about this in his language that made him. I think it was 2 or 3 games ban. He said something
Yeah,
like
yeah. He said something negro or something.
on the in his
In
language.
his
He
culture
didn't
means
see
something
any
else,
harm
something
about it, but
positive.
he got banned for 3 games. And now Garnacho can be banned. We have the Sancho social media talking back to the manager. Why don't the club protect their players? You know, it shouldn't be that hard that okay, you can have Twitter, you can have social media, but you got to run it through us first. So if you send a tweet, we
Some
have one person who will read it first and then approve
listen.
before we post it
Richard Donald
online.
said it himself. Like, they are, the club is actually thriving on all this social media interaction. They love that kind of
Yeah,
shit,
yeah,
right?
but they do. But you know, do you think Ferguson would have accepted this? He
He's
would
no
have told
longer
the
there,
players,
man.
get
No,
off
man.
social media, no effing way. Or, okay, you can have social media, but I will read them first before you
But
post.
listen, this, right? This to me is just basically like, a proud moment. You saw, like, this is for another player to say, congratulations, Cameron, you're a beast, man. You're the man. That's what it is. And you go
Mm,
out to sort of praise your colleagues in social media, right? For job great done. I mean, there's nothing to read into it. 100%.
yeah.
But you know how this conservative gravy trains are, like, they hate United. They want to do everything to stop us. And this referees on the weekend scares me. Paul Tierney with Michael Oliver, that's the worst you can ever get. Like, that is kind of wishing for cancer or a slow death. You know
Mm.
what I mean?
I know that. I mean, terrified right now in this moment. I worried for our players making tackles right now. So
Yeah, yeah.
because they will
So
find something.
what do we expect, guys, on Sunday? Like, I mean, this is a derby, like, and I have a feeling that these boys will turn up for this game, like for this one, like a cup final game, right?
Mm, mm.
This is the big test, right?
Yeah, but I think it's too soon. We are not ready. We have still too many injuries. We should have had the 2-3 games more before we meet City. I don't think we're ready. I don't feel like we are ready yet. I haven't seen much from our play that tells me that we will beat City. So in a way, we would have stood a chance if we could have meet them in December or something like that. But now I think it's too soon. About when we have the injuries, players coming back, we are not ready yet. So I hope that we can dig deep and stand together as a unit and defend ourselves and give them a good game. But
Yep.
I'm not very optimistic, to be honest. I don't think many
No,
United
no. I
fans
mean,
are
I
optimistic
don't.
when it comes to this
I
game.
mean, yeah, but coming match day, of course, you get optimistic. You get a little bit giddy. Like, we had a test against Spurs and Arsenal as well. Yeah, but at that point, like, Arsenal wasn't great. We weren't great at it either. We were unlucky with the referee decisions on both games, to be honest, right? The
Hmm.
VR was against us. So, yeah, I mean, finally, the luck is turning, I think. I mean, again, I watched too many derbies and everything can happen. I never forget the Scott McTominay last goal, like in the last minute goal when he lobbed the ball over. Like, that was madness. So I do expect some great sceneries. But guys, Mark, what do you think? Like, do you think he's going to line up pragmatic, just not to concede in the first half? Or, do you reckon he's going to just line up the tactic to say, let them have the ball and we will hit them on the counter? Because one thing they're not good at is defense.
You know what?
How do you think we'll play?
I watched the game the other day against Copenhagen, and I pretty much think we're gonna see the same back four at this point. You know,
Oh,
it might be a slim chance Lindelof gets in there, but I doubt it heavily. I think he's gonna trust Maguire to go up against Haaland, which I think is not a bad idea right now. Maguire is pumped up. He just scored the winning goal in the Champions
yeah.
League. He's had 4 good games. I
I'm,
think he's gonna be more. more confident in what he does. So you're not gonna really see him make a mistake. You know what I mean? Whatever he does, he's gonna do it with confidence.
Yeah.
So even though like I don't rate him as a player, I think it's one of the best situations you could play a player in right now. He is like honestly the guy going into the game that has all the heat.
But
He
then you
and
gotta
Onana.
no, listen. I get that, like, but the buck has to stop somewhere. Like, you play the players according to the City, like, lineup. Maguire
Mhm.
against Erling Haaland.
Mm.
You kidding me?
Yeah, why not? Yeah,
All right.
I've seen worse players defend Erling Haaland, bro. Like it's not like if Erling Haaland hasn't been kept to no goals this season. He's been kept
Okay,
to no
well,
goals by about 5 or
physicality.
6 teams this season. It's
Yeah,
he
I mean,
took a
in terms
penalty
of
last
height and
night for him to score his
physicality.
first goal.
Yeah.
Huh?
In terms of height and
So
physicality, yes. If you play a Lindelof against Haaland, he will get bullied, like,
yeah,
physicality
he will
wise.
get bullied. So
Well,
I think
ball
that's why
playing
I'm
wise,
saying that.
better.
Yeah, but we're not expecting Harry Maguire to do much more than Harry and Hassel, and keep him off the ball and clear the balls that come in the air with Haaland. You know what I mean? Harry's
Hmm.
head is better than anyone's, in my opinion. Going in the air. So if that guy's going up
Oh,
next
now
to
we're
Haaland,
picking
he's
up.
blocking the ball for sure. So like,
All right
you
then.
know what I mean? Like, being realistic currently with the lineup that I see that we have available, right? He's the best choice, man. Like I'm not even. It pains me to say this. Like I think he should have been gone years, since last season. But at the same time, we're being
Mm-mm.
realistic here, and he has everything. If it was any other player,
Mm.
take Bruno Fernandes an example. If he had just come off the back of winning the game for the team, playing 4 great games, there's no one else you're gonna put on the team sheet before him. You know what I mean? And currently it's just that's Maguire, bro. Like it's like be realistic. It's Maguire right now.
I'm still PTSD over Maguire. Like, a couple of good games doesn't really convince me as of yet. I mean, we're talking about a big game City, right? There's still some mistakes,
Yeah,
and he's still slow. That's the thing, right? And
Mm.
I don't
yeah,
see
but
there's certain games. Wait a minute. Let me land. There's certain
I
games he
understand.
fits, but not in this game. Yeah, in this game, we
So
need to play out from the back perfectly flawless. We got to press. We got to maintain possession. We got to keep them in check. So I don't think this is the game for him, right?
Mm.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Lindelof is a more ball playing center back. Regulan is an attacking, left back as well. Dallo is attacking left back. So if we play Maguire, that means that we're going to be stuck in our own half, because every time he plays out from the back, it takes ages. He slows down the play, and I don't really like that. I want us to transition the ball fast from the back. Onana, transport the ball over to Amrabat, Casemiro into the final third. But one
Yeah.
thing that I've seen, Big Up, he's been doing great, but as soon as he plays, the play slows down. Even last season, the season before as well. And when he passes the ball, it goes like very slow, right? No speed on the
yeah, I
ball.
know, but like I'm not expecting Maguire to be the guy playing the ball in the back. I'm expecting that to be Varane, like he did in the game against
So you
Bournemouth.
you you expecting him just to be the sweeper?
Yeah, I'm expecting him just to pick up Haaland. That's his only assignment today. You know what I mean?
In
Like
the
you give
front,
a
you call it a false number 9. So basically, in the back, he will be the false number 5.
yeah, he's just
Okay.
gonna be
Yeah.
marking Holland. That's your job
There
today.
you go.
Just
Okay.
keep this guy off the
I
ball,
know.
bump him, shake
I'm not
him,
convinced
hug
as of
him.
yet. I'm sorry.
I know, but I'm not saying we're going. This is
Not
the
for this
way
game.
forward for the rest of the season, guy.
No,
I'm
no.
not saying
I'm
that.
just saying, not for this game, Mark. Not for this game. Any
We
other
don't have.
given Sunday, yes. I
I
don't have the
don't think
trust in this
we have
game.
anyone better. Like I want to see
Prove
Amrabat
me
in the
wrong.
pivot next to Casemiro, right? I want to see
Listen,
Amrabat in the pivot next to Casemiro.
in the match
So
preview, I said he will score the first goal, and he did. I said that.
I rest my case. I feel like you're making arguments for me, Mick, against yourself.
But I said he will score the first goal, and he scored.
Yeah, you
I
did.
mean,
You
there's
did.
credit when credit's due, but not for this game. You pick the best team according to Pep Guardiola. But one thing that we know about Pep is, well, that he will overthink and he will overthink. That's what he does when it comes to Old Trafford, Jarvis. He disappeared. He removed
Where do
himself.
you go?
I don't
What
know.
happened to Jarvis?
I don't know. What happened? Football Power just kidnapped him, I reckon.
Probably.
What happened to Poppy? Where's Poppy? Where is Poppy, by the way? He was supposed to be here. Oh, he's back. Glazers took him out.
These Glazers.
I'm back.
Jesus.
I don't know what happened. Everybody froze.
Yeah, the Glazers attacking you, bro.
Yeah. They are. I just want to say something when it comes to Maguire. He's the first defender. He's the one who pushes out. He's been really good, and I saw that. Like I would say 5 games ago when he just came in for 10 minutes, he was more offensive in his head. He was more aggressive. He was defending on his front foot and tried to get the ball before the attacker. He didn't back up and try to defend and play defensive. He was more offensive in his marking, and we have seen this now, and we saw it especially last game. He was really good, and Varane is the one with legs. He can run back and take cover. So when those two guys play together, I see Maguire being the aggressive one, and he will probably take the ball before Haaland. So it's about Maguire working to stop Haaland. But it's also about the midfield. We can expect to see Amrabat and Casemiro, because Casemiro is back and they will play in a double pivot and defend in front of that. So we will have a strong block of 4 players standing there and taking the balls away when City try to attack. So actually, if we are good and we play with courage and focus, we can hold back City for at least 90 minutes. It shouldn't be.
I think
that hard.
I think still we should play with the midfield 4. This is City.
I don't agree with that.
We will. One Bruno will play on the right, and he will come in and provide a midfield 4 when we defend.
You actually think Mason Mount is going to play in this game today?
Oh yeah, I would love to see
Mason Mount is not even going to come. Mason Mount is going to play the second half. Bruno is going to get substituted, and Mason Mount will come on. But I'm telling you now, we're going to play a 4-4-3, a 4-3-3. It's fact. We're not playing. No, he's not going to change the system against City. He's going to do the same. He's going to do. You see, Anthony is back, right? So he's going to have that balance on the right side. He's going to trust this team. I'm telling you. Watch and see.
Okay.
Yeah.
Watch and see.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because you see, you said it, Jarvis. We got Amrabat. We got Amrabat and Casemiro fit, right? If we got the 2 of them, there's no reason for us to change our formation against City. City has not been great. They don't have De Bruyne. Most importantly, they don't have that guy in midfield that picks apart everything. They have guys in midfield who can do a job, and they have Rodri back. But look how good they were against that team that no one really knows about. Young boys. They literally needed a sketchy ball.
That's the way in a game that doesn't matter for them, that they are not 100%. They had their mind on the Manchester United game, and they played on AstroTurf in Switzerland, I believe. So it's not their type of game.
All right, then.
True.
Listen, guys.
I'll also say that
it's time for you to smash the like and subscribe, because in the house now comes the champion, the reigning champion, all the way from USA, Boston, USA. Are you ready to rumble? We're talking about Botswana Puppy.
And my dude is Jude Bellingham celebration. Big up to you guys, man. Big shout out to you guys. Happy Thursday to everybody in the house. I am so excited. I'm so excited about this weekend, man. I just caught what Jarvis was saying earlier on, saying it's going to be a game about, fine margins, extreme focus, really how the midfield and defense help each other out, because we're not going to have a lot of the ball, let's be honest. And it's just about us making sure that we do not lose our position, lose our mentality, even if we concede first. I can't wait. Pep Guardiola, we will be there.
Will we? We will be there.
We will. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Listen, I welcome you, my friend, and I apologize for sending you the wrong link. My deepest apology, sir. It was a mistake. I was stressed out, but you're here.
The wrong link. Did you do another stream?
Probably.
I realized I was just hanging out, and then I realized this stream is about signing the hair or something like that.
I sent him to cover the Liverpool
This
game.
I was just chilling, being like, "Where's everybody?"
Everyone's gone. What is it?
Team bus
Anyway,
left me.
listen.
Hey,
Regarding
Poppy, sorry, Mick. I just have a question for Poppy here. You see, I posted this question in the chat. So Poppy, what's your thought about this question? Did Ten Hag pull off a masterpiece by signing Johnny Evans to reignite Maguire's form? Because they had a great partnership at Leicester. Did you think he had that in his back mind that maybe this could reignite?
I think no, Jarvis. I think he did not have that in his back mind. Evans surely just came because he had nowhere to go. He needed a place to train, and it was just a major coincidence that he has a rich history with us, and also I feel like. It's funny. This is not the profile of center backs that Ten Hag likes. He likes usually one anchor center back and one that is very aggressive, and that's like a pit bull and really, sort of like always, kind of anticipating and giving problems to the opponents. So I really think no. This is a big conspiracy theory.
yeah, bro.
I'm just putting it out there.
Yeah, no, but it's It's a
good question, Jarvis.
But then,
It's
good question. On the other hand, Poppy, like by default, we had so many injured center backs. So by default, he had no other choice. This was the chance. This was when Maguire was refusing to leave. He was standing there because he said, "I'm going to fight for my place." So by default, we have so many injuries, and we miss Leach 100%. But as soon as Leach comes back in, he's out of there. He's not going to get his chances anyway. But we had an argument before, and I said, okay, I give credit for Maguire's performances so far and basically saved us with a goal and everything. But for this game, I don't think this is a game for Maguire. That's just my opinion, though. I rather see a Lindelof, if we're going to play out from the back, more ball carrying Lindelof and Varane, have a I don't know.
I agree with you, Mick, because I feel like Maguire has been given the role of anticipating danger a lot more than it's a little bit of one of those things where he's just starting to get into that role. But I do not think Man City is the team to be playing around with.
No, you got to be by
Grealish around Alvarez, Foden, Grealish. They're gonna cook. They're gonna cook Maguire if he ever tries to come in.
Wait. Grealish, you said. What has Grealish cooked this season?
I mean, Grealish is on the other side.
What he cooked, he's been on the bench, my bro. Like, if you don't know, Grealish has not played much minutes this season. He's not playing well anyway.
Much minutes this season, but if you saw versus the last Man City game, he was playing in the Champions League. So, it's one of those things where you look like, okay, both managers have a little bit of days of rest. What are they going to do to best prepare for the derby as well as go in this Champions League game? They pretty much put the players that's maybe going to be a lineup that's very close to what is going to be on Sunday, So that is why I have a feeling that we're just now going to see a resurgence of Grealish, and he might not even go with Doku. Jack Grealish started versus Young Boys.
Yeah, you know what? Like, I'm not fighting that, because at the same time, I would say as a team, City is a better team right now. But I would say this much: Grealish is the type of player that he draws more fouls than he gets goals and assists, right? At the same time, he's gonna be up against Delo. I'd pick Delo over Grealish, bro. In a foot race, and even to tackle to lock him down, I'd put Delo there.
I know FC.
He's been good in good form this season. So I'm not trying to be exaggerative. I'm just trying to highlight where these guys have been performing well. These are the guys that we have available. So as much as we might say this is not a game for Maguire, this might not be a game for this player. You know what I mean? The best performers and the best players we have available is what you want on the field. And if we're all sitting down here talking about Ten Hag should pick players based on meritocracy, then guess what, guys? Maguire's stats isn't lying, you know what I mean? So it's based on meritocracy, he's like the best defender we have right now. In this moment, not the best defender in our team. In this moment, he's just the best defender right now. in the right now.
Defender bender.
Yeah,
Defender
I
bender.
mean, like,
Listen,
bro,
guys,
Question
guys,
for Mark Davis.
should Rashford play against City? We know, guys, this is what we should do right now. I think it's time for the lineup builder. I think it's time
yeah, I think
because
it's
otherwise
time.
we're going to argue to the blue in the face. Let's do this together, peeps, with the VR room and everyone else. Just let's get this over the line, all right? Of course, Onana starts, right? 100%. Big up Shay as well
Of
for
course.
coming in raw as well. Onana, any given Sunday, big up to Onana. What a save. He was sublime. But I'm going for a 4-3-3 diamond here. I don't know if you can agree with me, Jarvis, or do you think, would you see another shape?
Yeah, we will definitely see another shape. We have Casemiro and Amrabat back, so we will go for the usual 4-2-3-1.
Double pivot.
Yeah,
Oh,
but yeah, it's okay. We understand. So it's fluent anyway.
okay. So we should vote on the 4-2-3-1 then,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
this.
Mhm.
yeah.
Okay.
That's
So
the
here we have
formation.
Regilon 100% going in, right?
100%.
100.
No, it's not 100%. I believe that
But
that Lindelof is a good option on left back. Regulon was
not
gassed
too
out.
bad.
He's more defensive, stable. Against Sheffield United, the Dalot goal came from excellent movement from Evans and Lindelof. Lindelof
Yeah,
put the
but
ball up on the left side.
listen,
True.
I hear what you're saying, but you know who if something happens to the center back, you know, we have Lindelof and what is his name, Johnny Evans on the bench. If you're gonna start with Maguire, is what you are alluding to, he's definitely gonna start with Varane. So you cannot start three
Mhm.
center backs there. You know what I mean?
It
Doesn't
depends
make
on the
sense.
game plan.
Yeah.
You
True.
want to sit back
That
and
I didn't
play
think
Regulon,
about that, to be fair.
I would rather play because Regulon is not good defensively. His best attribute is crossing and going forward. So it depends
Don't
what
shoot
the
the
game
messenger.
plan
I'm
is
just
and how it is. So I'm not saying it's 100%, but I believe it.
but if you're Ten Hag right now, then
I see what Jarvis is saying. If you have Lindelof as one of your fullbacks, you have a little bit more defensive stability. If you go with Reguilon and Dalo as your fullbacks, you do that on teams that you're expecting to be bombing and attacking a lot. So I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, Jarvis.
What?
Jarvis,
Well,
but I will still go with Reguilon. I'll still
me
go
too.
with Reguilon on that left.
A fullback,
You know,
yeah.
attacking fullback.
Majority vote. It's okay.
Okay.
Mhm.
What is the VR room saying?
What do you guys think in the VR room? Who are we
Reggie?
picking for Regulon or Lindelof, guys?
Ooh.
What do we have?
Stephanie Griffin says need regular fullbacks, otherwise
Yeah.
Duku and Foden will
Yes.
cook back three.
Yeah.
So
That's the way I'm thinking as well, Steph. Regular fullbacks.
okay.
So for me, then it goes that.
The Reggie Lions.
Ah, there, Reggie. Don't worry. Not a thing. Everything's
Love
gonna
it,
be
Stephanie.
all right.
Yes.
So okay, let's clear this line. Okay, peace. Let's smoke the peace pipe here, Jarvis. Regular Dalloy, and who do we start now? Now this is gonna be a hot debate
Maguire.
because I know you're gonna pick Maguire.
Jarvis and I.
Yeah,
got
he
the same
deserves
thing.
it.
Yeah, I will play Maguire.
Oh,
Okay.
Lord.
Oh,
I know
whatever.
it's doesn't
It's
look
hard
well
to
and
say,
Maguire,
but
but he's
it's
on
true.
form. You know, we gotta
It's
be
hard to say
truthful.
the words.
We got to be
Mhm.
truthful. We always
And
say,
Rolls Royce
why do
and
Ten Hag
Varane.
play Rashford and Bruno? They're not in form. Why do we always say that? We're hypocrites if you mean that Maguire shouldn't play because he's in form. We need to play the informed players.
Okay, relax. Don't be so aggressive, man. I know you love him all of a sudden.
Making a case.
Yeah. Okay, relax. You know, you had barbed wire for breakfast this morning. I can feel it. I still
Maybe
love
it's
you,
the
man.
coffee speaking.
Yeah, but you know, agree to disagree. That's what we're all about. Okay, so here we definitely gonna have an Varane and Amrabat.
Mhm.
Who's Varane is probably on the right. Yes. So yeah. Sorry. Yes. And then Amrabat. This is a good midfield. So you
Go ahead,
happy with
humble
this
bro.
one? Yeah, if we play those two in double pivot, yeah, I then agree with you, Jarvis, that they will bubble wrap against especially Amrabat will
Mm.
provide that extra protection and shield towards Maguire. Varane is going to probably push up a little bit higher. Regulan's going to tuck in as well. The fullback's going to also tuck in, creating that overload, the diamond midfield in a way. But it's
Mm.
important that we now coming to who's going to play. Is it Bruno or is it going to be Ericsson?
It should be Ericsson, but Ten Hag is probably gonna pick
It
Bruno.
won't be Ericsson, bro. Like I'm
It won't
telling you
be
now,
Ericsson.
Ericsson is
He's
not
going to pick the
starting.
captain.
Bruno has
I
to
kept
start.
Bruno.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
don't get me wrong. Ericsson comes in and controls the game, but like from what I see, Eric Ten Hag doesn't believe that he could play 90 minutes every game. So
No,
he
he
rather
can't.
gets 45 minutes every game than 90 minutes once every 2 weeks.
That's spot on. He's a secondary weapon in the second half. But here I want to see changes. I don't want to see Rashford. I'm sorry. I love you, Marcus, but lately you have been absolutely atrocious. Everyone can see
Jarvis
it.
has a point, Mick.
Yeah, I just want to say when it comes to the 10 position, I think Bruno will start on the right, and I am almost certain that Ten Hag will start McTominay in the 10. He
Oh
have played
no.
McTominay in the last couple of games, and he
Oh
believes in
no.
McTominay, and he
It's
thinks
not
that
happening.
McTominay can drop
2
down and help in
handballs,
Oh
the
two
no.
midfield.
games. It's not
Oh
happening.
no.
Yeah,
Don't
yeah, but
Two
say
handballs, 2 games.
it's not what I want. It's
No,
not what
Oh
I want.
no.
It's what I believe he will do.
Okay.
Maybe I'm too
I,
PTSD. See McTominay, Maguire in the same lineup against City. Never again. I want to see that. If you start McTominay there, forget about it. We're gonna get run over that midfield. Run over. We might just as well, like put the frying pan on, put the butter in, and it will just melt, and it will be game over. Red Rovers 7-0 in the first half with McTominay. McTominay is a person that will come in from the bench in the second half, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to go, to provide a little bit threat in the box. That's the way I see it, Jarvis. But to start him,
Mm.
why would you start him when you have Amrabat, Casemiro, and Bruno?
Yeah, but you got to think as a coach, because Ten Hag will think how to stop two guys. It's John Stones, because he will drive up from the back, and to stop the DM of Manchester City.
Sure, man. Sure.
Rodri.
But
Yeah.
Rodri,
Yeah,
yeah,
Rodri.
is
He
Rodri
needs to
playing?
stop, John Stones
Yeah.
and Rodri. That will be Ten Hag's main target. If he stops them, stop the build-up play, it will be much easier for Amrabat and Casemiro to defend with duels when the ball comes along.
Now, I know what you're thinking, and I understand what you're thinking, but I'm thinking Ten Hag will not. He will start Bruno 100% on top, right? And I think that McTominay will start on the bench for this game, because if Amrabat is fit and Casemiro is fit, he's going to play both of them. These are world-class players. Like, these are experienced players. They know how to play big games, right? So the reason why you will play, in my opinion, like a double pivot Amrabat and Casemiro is to solidify that midfield and let Bruno do what Bruno does better, roam free as creator number 10, the supported striker. But yet again, we don't know what Ten Hag is going to do.
But it's an interesting debate.
yeah. I hear you out on that, but I kind of just don't think McTominay would start in the derby. I feel like he would come on as a substitute.
Yeah.
Because even though I say I would suggest Anthony as the right wing, I think he's going to play 60 minutes. So
now
I'm definitely I'm looking at a game where we're going to have probably 5 substitutions. In my head, I'm thinking he's going to make 5 substitutions guaranteed during the game.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to bring on Ericsson. He's going to bring on McTominay. He's probably going to bring on Garnacho. Well, I want Garnacho to start, but God, he's going to pick Rashford,
He's going to pick Rashford because of the speed, because of his ability, because if you're going to play a counter-attacking football style, you know that their defense is a little bit shaky. Rashford, they're afraid of Rashford. So I think he's going to start Rashford, guys.
I would like to put Garnacho in just for the shout of
I would love
right?
to.
Because, like,
Trust
because I
me.
want to see him play. Like I just feel like Garnacho in the first 45 would set a tone on the game, and even if he doesn't score, we would have a goal in the game because of his play. I just feel like that.
Yeah, IT&T is coming out is say that Rashford's created clear-cut chances which others has missed. Yeah, maybe we're being too harsh. Maybe this will be a game for Rashford. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I
Personally,
mean, there is no way he's not gonna leave Rashford out. Like at the end of the day, we know that Ten Hag he's waiting to just give Rashford that spark. Remember last season when he scored that goal 1-on-1 versus Allison versus Liverpool, and then we saw the beginning of this. And after that, that's how like it's sort of like he needs to have a big moment where he starts scoring, and this might just be City, and then
yeah,
we'll see a good Rashford run,
yeah,
get into a good form.
yeah. Good evening from Uganda, Africa as well. We saw you coming in there. I didn't remember your name. Dobroveche, Milos Mitic, everyone that's tuning in right now. I guess the football is finished. Welcome to the stream. We are now debating who is going to start here. Like, Paul here from Uganda saying, my team United too much. Big up from Uganda. Hey, big up for Africa. Listen, let's continue, right? Because this is going to be messy. Not Leo Messi, but quite messy. And if we can remove Mr. Paul's comment because he's covering our brother Botswana Papi's face.
One African covering another African. Bring up my brother, Paul.
So, if we are thinking like Ten Hag, do you think seriously he's going to start Garnacho over Rashford?
I think I don't know. It might be strange. He might give him a first half. He might even put Rashford on the right.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
if you notice, every
Garnacho to
time
the left and
Garnacho
Rashford to
comes
the right.
on lately, he comes on the left. He comes on the left, and
I buy
Rashford
that
goes
for
to the
Dol.
right. So why don't we
I buy
just
that.
maybe Anthony comes on into this game?
I don't think Anthony will start in this game. Jarvis.
It's a tough one. I think he will go. He will go for his usual Rashford on the left and Anthony on the right if he plays a winger on the right. But my point about Bruno on the right.
Yeah, that I
No,
don't really like that though. But like because like in the sense that it just makes no sense. He doesn't really offer it there. You know what
Okay,
I mean? Like I
Jarvis.
understand where you're coming from the perspective you are. It strengthens our midfield. Theoretically, it should make us stronger in the middle, but it's just not. It just doesn't work. You
So
know
wait
what
a
I
minute.
mean?
So if you play Bruno on the right, then who would you play as number 10 then? Ericsson or
no.
Mason
I
McTominay, he
think,
Mount?
said.
McTominay will play for about 60 minutes. He will run.
But he's not
And work.
creative. He's not a
No, he's not. He's not. But
We're not
the
looking to
problem is,
create, Mickey.
as I
What if
said,
we
you
see
gotta
Palestri?
think as a coach, and he want to stop Rodri and John Stones from
Mount
from
will
building
never
up.
start. Mount will not start. He hasn't been starting for quite a while. Bruno will start as I don't know. For some weird reason, he loves Anthony for too much. That's his son. That's his prodigy. I think he will start because he offers a lot of things going back with tracking back as well. And I was definitely I think he will go with Rashford and the same Anthony.
Yeah.
I'm thinking
Let,
like Ten Hag right now.
but we got to be clear. The task is what team is Ten Hag starting.
Yes.
Not what we would like to see.
No, exactly what I'm saying. I'm
Mm.
thinking like Ten Hag right now.
Yeah.
I'm putting myself out of the equation right now. I'm thinking like, which team, if I were Ten Hag, which team would I pick? Like, let's pretend you live in Ten Hag's head at the moment.
I see Matty R says that Anthony on the right because he's good defensively. Yeah. So
Yes, exactly.
that's why he will pick Anthony if he picks a winger.
That's what I believe too. I don't think this will be unchanged. I'm sorry, guys. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Rashford is still in the team because of one reason only. He always turns up against City, and he's a threat on the counter attack as well. And there's one thing that the City hate is Marcus Rashford's pace. We've seen in so many derbies, right? And here we have the natural Hojlund. Like we can change it if you want, guys, but this is like, we got to complete the lineup at the end of the day. We can argue to the point that, yeah, maybe I could like to see him being replaced, or Rashford coming in, be substituted. But realistically speaking, like, when we talk about what Ten Hag is going to pick, it's so difficult at the moment. What if
What
he
we
drops
what it,
Rashford?
I mean, there's no Kevin De Bruyne, right?
No,
So
You're right.
so we're playing a weakened Man City midfield, right? In all intents and purposes, right?
there's no
What
weak
if he
Manchester City,
goes
mate.
Bruno instead of Amrabat, or Bruno instead of Casemiro, and Ericsson in the 10, or Ericsson in the 8 and Bruno in the 10 next to Amrabat or Casemiro, maybe?
I don't know, man. All right, guys, let us know in the comments what you think as well. Well, Bruno at number 10, and Mount is maybe able to play. What's Rajat is saying? Malcolm Smith is saying Rashford, Fernandes, and Anthony will continue to be rewarded for the bad performances. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, we are not the managers. We're just playing with the idea. I mean, personally, guys, I said it before. I would like to see Rashford on the bench and Garnacho. Or at least, if you're going to do something different, do Rashford on the right and Garnacho on the left.
But
the left
basically,
hand
if
side,
you play something with Bruno on the right and McTominay, we will more line up in a diamond, with Casemiro, Amrabat, Bruno, and McTominay in the midfield 4 as a diamond. And where did I go?
I don't know.
Here I
Glazer
am.
was here.
ruining our show. Yeah, as usual.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we could go for a diamond too. We have played it before this season, but let's see. I don't see Ten Hag as a pragmatic manager. Maybe he won't change his team and go for this team. I don't know.
I don't know
I
either.
think he's.
Do you
Yeah,
do you guys think fundamentally, like, are we gonna try and go men to men, or are we gonna sit back and try and just hold on till the 60th minute?
I'm afraid
which
will.
move?
I'm afraid because for him it's all about getting those 3 points. No matter what, he's sacrificing the style of play just to scrape through to get the points. It's been clear and obvious until everyone is fit and firing. But we do have a Kobe Mainoo also that's going to be on the bench, what I believe as well. So we do have weapons in the second half. If there's game changes in the second half, then you have Ericsson coming on as per usual to change the game. You have Garnacho to come in. You have Kobe Mainoo you can put in as well. So it's too early to see. But tomorrow we're doing the press conference live as well. So we will find out a little bit more of the team news and injuries. So we can fine tune this lineup later on as well. But this is kind of the way we're thinking right now. But I think it's tomorrow at 1:45. It is, right? The press conference.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, guys, let's just park this bus for now. Like, let's go for this team, and we will see. We can refine it tomorrow. And yeah, I mean, are you happy with it, or?
Yeah, I'm happy.
Are you happy?
I'm pretty happy. Like,
Happy?
I'm happy if Anthony scores.
Yeah,
That's when
no,
I'll be
it's
really happy with it. He has to now step up. I mean, like we had last season where the goal versus Arsenal, the Barcelona goal, but like these are big games that if you have an opportunity as Anthony to win more favor from the Man United faithful, if you step up and get a brace or get in help Hojlund get a hat trick, because he's capable. He's capable. He just needs to believe in himself and do it and play without fear. We've seen him score versus Edison. That left foot, maybe he's able to actually, put it on target this time. Away. Big up to you, MCFC Protocol. Saying big up my South African brother. Yes, sir.
But you're not South African. You're Botswana.
Oh,
Still,
what to say?
still
like
almost the same.
McTominay and Fred.
Anthony is on the 007 listing along with Rashford and Hojlund. Papi, where's your 007 whiteboard?
Oh my goodness! I'm trying not to put it, to make sure that what's his name, Hojlund is the first one that needs to get off that 007 list because right now, brother, 0 goals in the Premier League. You're a 007 agent.
I want to bring this to the
And it's
debate.
more than
Like,
just Hojlund, you know.
Beefy Bully, welcome to the stream. Ericsson, Casemiro, Mount, Fernandez, Amrabat, McTominay, Maino, Garnacho. Yeah, we do have options off the bench. The question is, how confident are we? You know, I'm not going in with confidence in this one. Like, you know, I don't gonna have any expectations. All I want to see is 3 points. But always, as per usual, when we come in on derbies, like especially under the floodlights of the Theatre of Dreams, you know, form goes out the window. I believe that the players will come in and rock up for this game specifically. Like, even if we play shit, every derby is a different derby. Like, you know, ain't matter where you are in the league position, it's a fight. You know, that's what it is.
Yeah, it's true. It's true.
Otherwise, it's going to be like this, guys. Yep. We want to bang those pots and pans. But listen, guys, regarding the debate of Erling Haaland versus Rasmus Hojlund, you know, who do you think is going to bag most goals on Sunday? Okay, I'll start with you, Jarvis, because he's your fellow countryman, the Earl.
Yeah, you know, Haaland, he started scoring again in the Champions League. I think, did he have 2 goals yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Two. Respect.
Two. And you know his history, his father and Roy Keane. He's always up for it when we're up against Man United. So I think we will do a fantastic job if we can stop him from netting the ball. So I think he will score the most goals out of those 2. Yeah.
Mark?
I'm not trying to be pessimistic, but I'm trying to be realistic and think in my head. Yeah.
What about you,
Well,
Mark?
I actually think our strikers do a goal, and his scoring rate is pretty good. Like he usually gets 1 or 2 goals a game, or in positions where he could score multiple goals in the game. So I'm saying on Sunday, I captain him in my FPL. So you already know who I think is going to score more goals on Sunday. Hojlund. You know,
Hojlund. Okay.
Oh.
Papi, Botswana, Papi. Talk to us.
So this one is kind of tricky. Here's the thing, you know, between Hojlund and Haaland, right? I have my own reservations about who I think the better player is, the player with the higher ceiling is. I know Haaland has, you know, a lot of goals already. He has a lot of experience already, but I'm excited to see what the future is with Hojlund. He seems to me to have the key ingredients to keep on developing to become even a better footballer, better baller, you know. So I'm waiting on him. As I said, he's a 007 agent, but it's not just him. It's not just him. We have a few other 007 agents in there. There's a guy who has a CR7 tattoo. He is from Mexico. He's a disgrace. No, not Mexico. He's from Argentina. My apologies, but he's a disgrace. He's a cheat. He's a 007 agent. His name is Alejandro Garnacho. You have to score tomorrow. I mean, on Sunday, Garnacho. You have to make sure you get your goal. I need him. I need him in there. I believe also, do we also have, I mean, Sancho is also a 007 agent, but he can come out on the pitch right now.
Listen.
So I just, here's to answer the prediction of who's going to score. I think Hojlund has to get off the mark tomorrow with a brace.
Not tomorrow, Sunday.
Sunday.
Up,
I want to get you tomorrow, man. I keep on saying tomorrow because I'm ready for it.
Listen, I'm gonna have my say, but we gotta read Scotty at the wheel, and then we're gonna remove Scotty at the wheel because we're gonna reveal the truth. Scotty the Wheel, what he's saying here is breaking news. Hojlund to break his Premier League scoring misfire by naming in a hat-trick and leaving Haaland in his shadow as Maguire shuts out Haaland with a solid performance. I give that
Scotty at the
Get in there,
wheel.
Scotty.
Get it.
all right. The only way we
will
can
be
sort
on
of prove it wrong is to ask the big Earl himself what his score prediction is, because he's been out speaking. And if we can remove the chats for now, close the VR room now, because this is a very important message. If we can remove this, because we're talking about booking, we're talking about Ivan Toney's, we're talking about who else would Tonali and stuff like that. But Erling Haaland has come out and spoken exclusively to MUFC Realist TV, and this is his prediction.
Hello United fans, it is me, Erling Haaland. Listen, I think that Rasmus Hojlund will dominate on Sunday. I'm afraid that the United and Ten Hag will boss Old Trafford. He will polish my manager Pep Guardiola's bald head, like a shiny disco ball. Here is my score prediction for the Manchester derby. I will now do like Ivan Toney, a bet, hahaha. Hojlund 2, an me, Haaland, I'm afraid, 0 goals, for fuck's sake. City are a plastic, de have no fans, just get me to United next season. See you soon. Like, and subscribe to Man United Realist TV.
Realistic.
Big Earl has spoken with a broken Norwegian bookmall accent with Norwegian English. Me, Hojlund, Hojlund, too.
Speak English like the Norwegian.
Yes, me,
The
0
Norwegians
for
speak
fuck's
like
sake.
this when they speak English, like me.
Yeah. Listen, big respect to he's a freak of nature, but if he doesn't get any service, if we can manage to contain him, he will not get any chances. But he's so dangerous. He just gets one opportunity in the box, he will nail it. But Onana is on fire at the moment, so let's hope so. I really believe that Hojlund will actually come true. It depends on if we are playing good balls into the channel to him as well. He's got the ability, he can score, but also if he can hold up the ball, he will actually liberate other players to run in the channels and score as well. So it's going to be very interesting. I think it's going to be a tight game. What about you guys? What do you think the score prediction are? Do you reckon it's going to be a draw? Or do you reckon we're going to get spanking? Or do you reckon we actually kind of pull one? Are we going to polish, as what he said, Pep Guardiola's bald head like a shiny disco ball?
Haaland is due a goal, in my opinion, as well. But Hojlund is due something, man. I've just been seeing he's been getting some chances, some half chances, goals ruled out, all these sorts of things. And I think he's going to be a striker that's going to be very difficult for the City backline to handle on the game on Sunday. I think they're going to face a striker like they have up front, which they probably are terrified of facing in training, because he's big, powerful, and he's got that strength, he's got moves, and he's got some ability on the ball, and he's got pace. So it's going to be a really good game, in my opinion. I think the game could open up. I don't see a draw, but I won't be surprised if we draw. You know what I mean?
Like the way you move.
I don't know.
Big up.
I really see a good game, and I actually hope we win something like 2-0 or maybe 3 or maybe 2-1. You know what I mean? I feel if we could shut down the service to Haaland, we should, and in a way kind of harass Alvarez, because he's been playing the 10 role recently behind Haaland, and I think he's the bigger threat than Haaland in himself. So I think they also have to deal with the threats that we have going up forward. You know what I mean? Hojlund, Rashford, Bruno. So it's going to be a game, and I think it might be a better game than the Arsenal City game, but you never know, because the Manchester City derby is like the Liverpool Manchester United game. You know what I mean? Form
I
goes
see a
out
lot
the
of
window.
draws there in the comments, guys. Mark Davis 2-2, RJ is going 2-2 draw. I want to hear.
Yeah, we mean.
I want to hear from Jarvis. Jarvis, what do you think it's going to be?
Jamie, we can talk about it at the end of the show, but yeah, my prediction. Maybe it will be set up like a tactical game, like a chess game. Pep Guardiola, he's been more pragmatic in the big games, but City are struggling away against against the top 6 teams. They had a terrible away record last season. They lost a lot of games. And Ten Hag, maybe he will be more pragmatic and set up a more defensive team. So in my mind, it could be a 0-0, or we could nick it with the Rashford winner 1-0.
Okay, I'm gonna have my say, and then I'm gonna finish with power. I would say, because he's got the power. He's got the power of attorney. He's got the overruling. I would say that I'm not that confident in this game. Like, I don't see us playing good football, but I can see a scrap. It's going to be a fight. I'm not going to say 3-1 United, because I don't believe it's going to be 3-1 United. I think what you're saying, it's going to be a scrappy first half. Like, we are trying not to concede the first goal. It's so important that we actually get the first goal. I still believe it's going to be a Manchester United win at the end of the day, and the late goal is going to come at the very end at 2-1 United. It's going to be 1-1 first, and United will nick it at the end, right? It's going to be one of those magical moments, like, end of Fergie time goal, I reckon.
Yeah.
It's going to be a tight game. And it's going to be Scotty McTominay coming in and scoring the last goal.
Harry Maguire.
Oh, Harry Maguire.
Yeah, right.
Okay, the power of attorney goes to football power hour.
I see the flow of the game very, very, very similar to what you described, Mick. I actually almost see it like this. Man City will have the first penalty. But don't worry, Onana will say, "Get out of here, man!" And then after that, Haaland thinks he's been scored. The penalty that Haaland scored in the Champions League, Onana would have saved that. And then after that, we're gonna have a free kick, and guess who's gonna score? Bruno Fernandes. And then
El Capitano.
Exactly. But they will score. They will score because it's Man City that are very, 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 lethal in the attack. And at the end of the game, towards the end of the game, Mick, just like you said, we're gonna nick it late. Smash and grab. Come on, United. Hojlund with the winner.
The reason to say, historically speaking, we all do that at the very end. Like, we snatch and grab. Scott McTominay did that in There was last year's derby as well, like, the lob over. Oh my God, it was such a beautiful game to watch. I mean, I'm not worried. As soon as we play at Old Trafford, we tend to win, always tend to win, right? Against City. And it's going to be a tight game. I think that Pep Guardiola is going to jinx it. He's going to overthink it, because that's what he usually does, right? So I think the boys will turn up for this game. They have 3 in bounds. This is the game they want to show themselves, showcase themselves. So, but it's all depending how we line up. But I feel confident still that it's going to be a 2-1 United. Gotta believe.
Coming with some chest hair. No way.
City fan. No way.
On Sunday. Lol.
Oh, Lordy. We have a City fan.
It's going to be at Old Trafford, Sir Mad Busby Way.
At a time,
at the Stratford end, you're going to see it. City fan for life, a full stadium, something you probably see once a season, bro, when United come to town.
Oh, bro.
I've said it.
Listen, City fan, it's grateful to see another rival fan in here. Like, let us know, drop us a like or something, because we're always looking to bring in, rivalry fans into the stream as well. Like, I want to see more City fans, because I didn't know you existed, but now I know you made yourself available.
Super chat coming in from Manchester City fan for life. Maguire versus Doku and Alvarez.
You deserve it.
Oh, you just named 3 City players. Where's the other 2 United players? Are you forgetting this Varane? What about the low? You know what I mean? Listen.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Show the man some respect. Show the man respect.
Super chat.
Super Chat.
He deserves a super chat. He's donating. Big up Manchester City for life. Maguire versus Doku
Thank
and
you, sir.
Alvarez.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
And Rodri. Thank you so much for your donation, mate. I know it means a lot for our channel. I know you are a City fan, but at the end of the day, it's the same city, right? It's Manchester, right? That's what it's all about, mate. You know, no matter he's blue or red, but historically speaking, it's been red. I know that lately, for the past 10 years, you've been kind of dominated a little bit, but mate, honest to God, if you want to be part of this channel, we're going to speak like, the top 4, top 5, top 6, welcome to join. You know what I mean? Because right here we are Manchester United channel, but we are definitely open for other voices as well, because we are Premier League. So. Where does better top league on this Sunday will be? Oh well.
I mean, I like his energy though. He sounds like he's got some good energy there, right?
That's good. Positivity.
Don't worry,
that's what we should
be here. Tears on Sunday.
We'll be there.
We're here for your
Puppy,
tears
do you
on
have that?
Sunday.
We'll be there.
Oh man, if I had it right here, I'll be playing it.
Damn. We love it. Anyway, good energy, good vibes. It's a derby time. Remember what goal by Wayne Rooney? Yeah, 100%. Let's do that for Sir Bobby Charlton. 100%.
Sir, the first derby since Sir Bobby, bro. That's all you need to know.
All we have to say, the ball is round and anything can happen, right? It's a game played in 90 minutes. Now it's 95, 97, 98. Depends on what the VR has been receiving in the brow paper envelope.
Either way,
it will be there.
We'll be there. Big up everyone for tuning in. Any final words before we close the shop? 1 hour and 30 minutes is good enough for a preview. It's derby time, and I'm getting more excited after this, right? Let us know what you're feeling. Are we confident? Hit the like, peeps. Welcome to the family, everyone that's tuning in. What are you saying here? City fan for life. United are smash and grab lols. Yes, Matthew are looking.
We are at the moment.
Yeah, at the moment. But if we smash and grab against you, you'll be the first one to noticed.
I think Manchester City fan forgot he lost at home to us last season after he beat us 6-3. I take the 6-3 personally, bro. Like, really good game. You smashed us at the Etihad, but we got you back at Old Trafford, and it's at Old Trafford on Sunday, bro. I'm here for the tears.
Let us know. Come in for a pre-match warm-up with us. Have a chat, because we're looking for somebody from Manchester City. I don't know anyone personally. You're the first one that I see. As I said, I didn't know you existed, but now you are. If you want to come in and have your say on the warm-up show, that'd be great, because we tend to do the warm-up show. We tend to do the watch-along as well with Papi Power Hour, and then we do the match reaction show. So either we're going to have salted tears, or it will be you having salted tears. But win, lose, draw, we're always there for the community.
This I do believe what he's saying, though. I don't think anything's going to happen, though, Sad
Nothing's
to say,
gonna
but...
happen. You guys gonna
But it's
pay
all
it
good
out?
though, bro. We'll keep it on the field, right? Come in and let them and give us your opinion. You know what I mean? If you're not busy on Saturday, you got the preview before the game. Come in and say your bit Sunday, right?
You don't have to have your camera on.
You don't even have to have on your camera, bro. You could just come in and say your bit. I represent City.
Listen, just want to take this opportunity to thank you, all the moderators that's been with us tonight. Thank you for everyone that's tuning in as well. Thank you for all the super chats and donation. Angie for gifting 10 memberships. For everyone that became a member as well. Keep coming, keep being positive, be real fans for real, because we have no agenda, no prejudice. We didn't even talk about the Celts takeover today. We don't need to, because today it's all about football. It's boring, guys. So, final words before we close the shop, guys.
Final word for Manchester City fan for life. My cup is empty. Well, it's now empty, hard. I need some Manchester City tears in here Sunday. We will be drinking them. Cheers.
I don't have a sunboard. Smash the sunboard. Yeah, Puppy is their own reckless KG, man. Seriously. How about you, Jarvis? Any final words before you die?
Yeah, no, it's going to be a tough game. Back to serious football talk. Manchester City will probably line up in the usual, like the 3-2-4-1 formation. They will flood the midfield because John Stones will come up from the back three and fill up. So we have to be prepared. We got to know what we're facing. Pep Guardiola, he's a winner. He's always been a winner, and he will do whatever it takes to beat us. So we got to be up for the game. We have two strikers to watch out for, both Alvarez and Haaland. Maybe, as I think was Poppy who said, that Alvarez is maybe the most dangerous of them at the moment. He's been looking really good this season. So
Sorry, that was unintentional.
I hope that we can play a good game, and
Yeah.
let's hope that that Maguire can have a great game against Haaland and put them in his big slabby pocket.
Yeah, I cross myself, like like people tend to cross the feet not to let the ball in, so I cross myself as well. And I will go to Mark, because in your island where you come from, right? You're from the Caribbeans, Trinidad, Tobago. They smoke something good stuff up there, right? Without mentioning. So, do you think John is smoking some good stuff because he's stones?
No, but this is my final words, right? This is my final words.
Did you get the joke?
In Ten Hag we
We got
trust.
it.
This is my final words, right? And I don't want to hear about no stones. We don't roll no stones in Trini, bro. We
Not
just,
even chill well?
No, we don't chill well, bro. It's just, what I mean? We do the
Okay.
Garnacho thing. We keep it hot and spicy. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
true. Yep. In United, we trust. In the manager, we trust. We had unfortunate season with a lot of injuries. Let's just pray for the footballing gods. We get some results, because at the end of the day, 3 points is what matters, right, guys?
Yes.
Listen,
Exactly.
thank you everyone for coming in. Thank you, as per usual. I know you're hardworking, man, Jarvis. I really love your Christmas decoration. Can we see some disco balls come?
Okay, let's try it. Have the music. Make a party.
You got the moves. Yeah. Anyway, Mark, as per usual, tomorrow we are not doing the morning show. We are doing the manager's press conference reaction, you and me. So
Yeah.
looking forward to link up with you then. Football Power Hour, are you doing anything tomorrow night? Are you doing your,
doing always doing the happy hour on Friday,
Happy
and
hour.
then also there's the watch along this weekend. We'll definitely be doing the Derby Day watch along and a few others. So make sure
Guys,
you hit the like button,
Give
subscribe.
give Poppy some
Love.
some love about the channel. People,
Yes.
it's a if you know what's the name of
I was
the
about to
app
say
you
that.
use.
Football Power.
Oh yeah.
Kahoots.
Football Power. Kahoot. Yeah, that's the name of the
Yeah.
app that we use when we're playing the quiz on Friday night sometimes. But make sure you subscribe to Football Power Hour. That is the channel. We're almost at 800. So make sure you just help us get over that line. I think we're 5 people away. So big up to you for tuning in anyway.
Yeah. I mean,
Big up.
Puppy
I
has
gotta
his own
defend my
channel.
podium finish.
Yeah. Puppy has his own channel. Brilliant. Friday
Yes.
nights. It's just crazy. Chill. Make your popcorn. Participate in the quiz. Use the app called Kahoot, and it will be a fantastic game show.
Everybody
I
can
cannot-
join the quiz.
Yeah.
Yes.
Please join tomorrow. Everyone, even the people that are watching, you can join and compete, right? So I will not be able to join because I got to pick up my parents at the airport tomorrow. So
I will be
away.
there.
You be there. You be there.
We
Yeah,
will
I'll be
be
there.
there.
too. I'll be there.
We
You be
will
there.
be there.
Listen,
I will be there.
it's hard to say
Most
goodbye, but
certainly.
it's time to say goodbye. I don't like these long goodbyes, but thank you for all the support, for all the super chats, for all the nice interactions. You are the real troopers. If you want to continue this chat, please go check out in the video description as well. You can join the Telegram members community and keep going chatting. IT and team, big up Mark. Early morning work, appreciate it. 100%. We are so appreciative of you, Mark. But tomorrow you will have a sleep in.
Yeah. There's not much
Yep.
news going on, guys, so you don't guys have to worry too much about what's going on. Everything's pretty much the same. There's nothing new. The only premise is the possible ban that the FA is trying to loom over Garnacho based on his post that we spoke about earlier. But based on what happened with Onano's post, I don't think much could really be done about it, because I mean, if the player is so vocal about it immediately, You know, it's hard for the FA to come out and say, "Well, we're going to ban this player for saying this because we think it represents that," when the player in context doesn't even think
All
that
right.
way. So, you know, it's a quiet
Before
day
we go,
tomorrow.
Mick, we got to close the shop. But before we go, make sure if you haven't, do this.
Yes,
Big
and
up,
after the
guys.
show, leave a comment in the non-live comments. I will be there. I will answer your questions if you have any. So don't be afraid.
Don't be afraid. You're not alone. Guys, beautiful people. Thank you. Be nice to each other on the
Cup
social.
is empty.
Fill up that cup.
Need some Man
MUFC.
City tears. We'll see you.
All right, guys. We had enough of you. It's time for Bella. Bella, take it away. Ciao, people.
Come on,
Beautiful people.
United! Come on, United!
I hope you enjoyed this video. Please give it a thumbs up by smashing that like button. Subscribe if you have not done so yet. If you want to take it to the next level, you can always show your appreciation to sponsor our channel by clicking below the video title, where you will see the heart icon with the text saying, "Thanks." Or you could buy me a cheeky little coffee by scanning this barcode, or visit this link to buy me a virtual coffee. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this content. Remember, glory, glory, Man United. Glazers out. It is green and gold until we are announced and sold. That was all from me. I wish you a good day and a great match experience, and I shall see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Thank you so much for stopping by and watching MUFC Realist TV. Don't forget to like and subscribe and follow us on the socials.